Hello everyone, so today I will be using PowerShell to do some math functions. So in order for you to start PowerShell, you just go to search right here and type in PowerShell ISE, and it comes out right here. And if you want to put it on your desktop, you can just go here and send it to your desktop just like that, and it should be right there. And let's start it. Just start it like that. You could change to view by zooming in or zooming out. So it's control add to zoom in, control subtract to zoom out. So I'll show you. If you want to make it smaller, you could, or if you want to make it bigger, it's control and plus. So this is easier for you to see if it's bigger. So let's do some math functions. So let's see. C is equal to A plus B, and I want to show C. So let's do this. Run it. Just click on that. So C is equal to A plus B is C is equal to 1 plus 2, so that's 3. Shows up right there. And let's do it with inputs this time. So let's write host. Please enter a number for A. Let's read host prompt for A, and write host, please enter a number for B. And I'm going to put B is equal to let's declare it float, because this is not a character, it's a number. Float is number with decimal point. I don't think it's float, I think it's called single. I'm sorry, single is float. So read host prompt B, and now I'm gonna put C is equal to A plus B. I'm gonna put write host, the sum of A plus B is C. And now let's run it. So I'm going to put 1 for A, 2 for B, and as you can see, the sum of A plus B is 3. We could also use multiplication, which is the asterisk, or division. So we're using multiplication here. The product of A and B is C. Okay, let's run that. So this time it's multiplication. 3 for A and 2 for B should be 6. So that's the product of A and B. Let's try division. A divided by B is C. Okay. So 10 is divided by 2 is 5. just like that. Comes out. Do something a little more interesting. We also have something called the math function. So math and pi. So pi is 3.1416. Let's run it. So it's 3.1416. So we'll put this is pi is equal to pi is equal to math. Let's try this. Pi. Okay, we could declare constants. Constant. Let's try sine is equal to math. Sine. See what sine is. Sine of 90 degrees. Sine of 90 degrees is 0.8983. Try something else. What is the square root of 64? What is the square? This script will calculate square roots. The number, so square root okay, let's try that. Equal to math power. I'll put that num. We'll put 1/2. That would be a square root. So this is power. So this is let's say we put a number there. That would be 2. And that will be the square root. So if we put 2, then it will be to the power of 2, but we're using half, so that's square root. square root of number is the square root. That should be the, so let's say square root of 64. The square root of 64 is 8, and that's how it came out by using the math function. And we could do something else with the math function. Call that let's write an area of a circle. Okay. But, this script will calculate the area of a circle. Single call it radius is equal to read host radius, but we'll write the mathematical function here. We'll have to declare what pi is. It's equal to math pi. We're going to define it as that. I'm going to delete some of the stuff here. I don't need that. So area is equal to pi we'll call it, this is radius 2, and radius will be here, times R2, so radius, so right host, the radius is radius, the area of the circle is area, and that's how it should come out. So let's say the area of the circle is 14. So the radius of the circle is 14. So radius is 4. The area of the circle is 615.75. Let's run it again. Say the radius is 2. That's 4 times pi, so that looks like the right number. We could also do sine functions as well. Sine is math equals math sine. I think that's it. Sine Okay, I got the syntax wrong. Sine. But we didn't put a number in there. So I'll put a number in there. Enter what is the degrees? What is the degrees? What is the degrees? Degrees. Put that here, degrees. Close it. Host. Sine is. Sine, okay. Sine of 360 degrees is, sine is 0.95. So that's what it is. We could also use cosine. And tangent as well. Cosine of 90 degrees is negative 0.4480. Okay. Tangent as well and other things. This is how you could do math functions. So if you're doing a physics problem of trying to calculate the force in an inclined plane, then you have to use cosine, sine, and tangent. And the Pythagorean theorem as well. So this is pretty useful. Let's do the Pythagorean theorem. That's x squared plus y squared equals r squared, right? Yeah, we could do the Pythagorean theorem or whatever you want. So this is a very useful tool for solving equations. You don't have to do it by hand. You could just use this thing, and command prompt is quite limited when you're doing math stuff, because command prompt only allows you to use integers and stuff. So that's some of the limitations of using command prompt. And this thing, PowerShell, enables you to use more advanced math functions. So this is pretty useful if you're using it for scientific applications and stuff. So we could write some very complex equations. Let's solve for the Pythagorean theorem. Okay. Please enter for R. And this is R is equal to 3 host. I like to IntelliSense thing in this thing, so it just tells you what it is. When you type it in, you don't have to type it all in, you could just click on it. That's a very useful function of it. Read host. Prompt. Just like that, just click on it. Write host for X single X, we'll call it read host please enter for Y. Call it Y is equal to read host, and this thing okay, we'll make the equation, so what is it called? So R we would have to use a math function because it's square root, right? R is equal to math power solve R okay, and solve X, call it math power of Y of X, sorry, to solve Y is equal to math power of Y to solve R is equal to solve X plus solve Y. Okay, that's equation. See if it did that right. We would have to use if and else if statements for this. I'll do that next time. So we'll just make it simple. We'll just solve for X and Y. Just enter for X and Y basically. Forget about R. We'll be solving for R. r squared equals x squared plus y squared, okay? X squared and y squared. See if that would work. Let's try this. 2, 2. That didn't work. Try something else. Call it math. Power, and we'll put have to do something a little bit different. Call it solve xy is equal to solve x plus solve y. Okay, that works. And we'll do math here. So the power of solve xy. And we're going to put 1/2 here and solve for that. See if that works. Okay, that works. So 2 squared plus 2 squared is 4 and 4, 8. Let's see if that's 8, the square root of 8. The square root of 8 is 2.828, so that's correct. Okay, we could definitely solve more complicated equations by using sine, cosine, and tangent. So in that type of equation, let me see, in a Pythagorean theorem, so it's x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So x is equal to cosine theta divided by r, right? So that's y divided by r is equal to sine theta, and y divided by x is equal to tangent theta. Theta is an angle, so we could definitely solve more complicated equations with this, but I think you'll have to use if and else if statements to do that, and I'll cover that next time. So anyways, that's it for this lesson. So thanks for watching. My Ace 1000 KS 1975 signing out.